Hello and welcome to this session. This session is all about worry. So, what is worry? Worry is thinking about things that haven't yet happened, but from an angle of fear, and the weight of it can really immobilize us and feel heavy. Doesn't do us any good, doesn't change any outcomes, and it energetically focuses on the negative, which is not something that I'm in favour of. So this session is going to be on allowing yourself to release the worry and to feel easier. So get comfortable and let's see where this session takes us. Okay. All with the idea of releasing the weight of worry. So start by taking a few nice breaths. And give yourself permission to come into these few moments of this session and to leave everything else that you've been concerned with, just to park them for the duration of this session. We're starting with the Aum. So this is like the yoga Om, but it's 3 sounds, A, U, and the each one has a different area in your body that it will resonate with, increasingly so the more aligned we are. So this is starting the session with a focus on synchronizing everything within you from a resonating perspective. And the focus is on your central nervous system. So we've got the spinal cord leading up into the brain. I don't know whether the mic is going to pick up the bird song outside, but that to me seems to be part of this session. And my attention is now being drawn to the energy field around your brain, around the outside of the brain. So we've got the electromagnetic field. Got to focus on the craniosacral pulse and on circulation of the blood and the nerves and the lymph around your body. There's a consciousness of releasing any tension that you might be holding around your jaw joints and your shoulders and your hips and the muscles in your back. And of allowing any patterns of excess holding that doesn't serve you to release. And also for this consciousness of releasing of holding patterns also to apply to mental patterns. You know, we often have things looping round our heads. That again feel heavy and don't really take us anywhere, they just go round and round. Actually, I'm being drawn to the sub of the subconscious. So I work with various different levels of consciousness. So you've got the consciousness, the conscious mind, the subconscious, and then you've got the sub of the subconscious, which is where long-held habit patterns tend to get a grip. So we're at that level. And remember, the focus on this in this session is about worry. So this is to do with long-held patterns, repeated patterns involving worry, okay? And it's coming up in order to be released so that you feel easier. And it's particularly focusing on those patterns that repeat, that feel heavy, but ultimately don't lead you to feeling any better or like you've managed to do anything helpful. So there's a permission to allow these to release coming up. And this is being reflected in the muscles in your back and the releasing of tension from those muscles, and around your jaw joint and lower jaw as well. And the hips and the knee joints and the ankle joints. And when we get stuck in thought patterns, they can be reflected in our body. So what's happening here is they are coming up, they're being focused on in order to release any holding patterns that may be there, that can move on, that don't serve you anymore. And so on the back of that, we've got consciousness of flexibility, particularly flexibility of spirit, flexibility of thinking, flexibility of approach, flexibility of emotional reactions, consciousness of flexibility of choice, how you choose to react or take on or not take on issues. And on the back of that, consciousness of what actually serves you best. Consciousness of your connection to that intuition that you have, that inner knowing, that gut feeling, however you express it. And allowing yourself to follow those connections to your own insight. And now there's a focus on the breath and a sense of releasing down through the body and of grounding. And of everything that's come up so far, coming together and settling. And again, almost like we've done full circle, coming back to this awareness of the Aum and to the synchronization of the resonating aspects within you. And very much of all of this connecting to this lovely sense of grounding and inner peace. So as well as this sense of grounding and peacefulness, I also have an awareness of your ears and your sense of hearing. So this is to do with clarity of understanding or interpreting what you're hearing. So this refers both to what you're hearing from the world around you, from the outside world, but also how you're interpreting your own internal chatter, which takes us back to your thought patterns around worry and consciousness of the choice and the capacity you have for flexibility in how you choose to think about things. Again, the attention is being drawn to the back of your body, to the lumbar area, to consciousness of flexibility. Up around the top of your head, the energy field around your brain and head. And then to the energy field around your heart center. And the connection to your inner knowing. And then to the root chakra, your foundations in life. And a sense of everything settling and the session coming together. Yeah, and settling. And there we go. That is the end of this session. I hope you found that helpful. And I look forward to seeing you back here soon. Bye for now.